Welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to talk about how to immediately boost the price of your artworks. If you're an artist struggling to present your artworks and sell your artworks for a price that you would like, now you're selling below your expected or desired market price, this video is for you. Today I visited IKEA and I was quite inspired by IKEA. I know you might say, wait a second, IKEA is famous for its cheap furniture, for its affordability. Globally, students were buying IKEA furniture and decorations to decorate their dormitories. Why IKEA would teach you something about selling things more expensively? You can learn from somebody's success, but you can also learn from somebody's mistakes. A few years ago, around 2015, I saw a video from a YouTube channel. It's quite popular channel, and it's a video about a guy took an art print from IKEA to a European art museum. I don't know which one, I'm gonna check it out. And he basically took this art and hid it, like sneak it in, and told people about this art, like without telling that it's from IKEA, and saying, what do you think about this art? Would you like to buy it? How much do you think it's worth? A lot of people, random visitors, and also some more experienced collectors told that they loved this piece of art. It might worth hundreds of thousands of dollars and they would love to buy this piece of art, but maybe it's too expensive for their budgets. But finally, the presenter revealed that the price was very low and it was just the art from IKEA. And everybody laughed except two people. They felt quite offended because it was practically a prank. After this viral video, I basically forgot about this whole thing. Today I went to the IKEA Art Print originally to buy some art frames to decorate my new space with the photos I took. Alrighty, I'm in IKEA. And then I decided to have a closer look at those art prints and see why it was not so popular within the IKEA setting. While I was approaching the art print section, I saw this rug section and they have this beautiful rugs, and I was immediately falling in love with those rugs. It's a special series called IKEA Art Event 2019 limited edition from, I think this May it came out, and it's limited time only. I think it's one-time sale, like after this is out they are not going to produce more. This is how I see it. And those are beautiful from internationally renowned artists, popular artists and designers, and they're not expensive. It's around 149 the cheapest rug and 399 for the most expensive rug in euros. And I have to say that for a rug at this size, at this quality and this design, it's not a bad deal. If I would have a space for those rugs, I would definitely buy one. They're really lovely. When I entered the art print section, I saw that immediately it was some kind of disappointment. I went to the lienzos, the canvas part first, and they were one canvas on sale for $9.99, and they are huge and they are not bad. I mean, I think this print is good for the most of people's tastes, but the quality of the frame is not so good. When I took this in my hand, it felt very light and it felt like really a cartoon paper or something like that. And after I see this wood block, and I thought, oh, wood blocks, why not? And I touched it, I realized it was not wood. It was like a MDF covered in plastic feel. It was not so nice, so I left it and I went to see those digital art prints, and they're nice. However, those are sold in these cartoon bags, so I have to buy a frame for it and then frame it myself. If I have to frame it myself, including taking it home, cleaning it up and putting it nicely, hanging it on my wall, I would rather buy an art print that is better to my taste, more unique, or I would rather have like a proper artworks, like watercolor or other kind of artworks, than just a print that everybody has anyway. So if I have to invest my time framing my art, I would rather something to be more special with a more personal touch. 不好看，不好看。And finally, I didn't buy anything from this art print section, and I just bought some art frames. I loved those rebar frames. They're really good quality, price. And then I saw a lot of people were passing, streaming across and going to the next section, and it was packed. I would say about 10 times more people than in the art print section. People of all ages are shopping for those flowers, those green plants, and they loved it. They were smiling, they were, smelling, I don't know how to say it. And I saw this lovely, cute plants, and I wanted to have a taste of this spicy peppers, but they were not really spicy because I have tasted them. Anyway, don't tell anybody. From what I see in IKEA, like in contrast to in the viral video of 2015, that over 3 million people have watched this video and they have laughed with the people and that they had also appreciated this IKEA art. Why the people see this art in IKEA, they didn't like it, and they see it in the art museum, they loved it. There are several problems I see that. The biggest problem is being the presentation of the art with the physical material around it is quite poor because they want to make quality price for the framing, for the price $9.99 to buy art of this size with wood support. It's almost impossible to produce something so cheap. So they have to produce it extra cheap, so finally it's something not so nice. I would say this is their biggest problem, is the actual quality of the material and the overall presentation because of the bad quality. And the second problem is the location. It is located between rugs that is beautiful with functionality and plants that is beautiful and more beautiful. So that the art prints is like somehow in the middle, strategically positioned in the worst location because people would either buy rugs that they would love the functionality of it and appreciate the design, or buy some lovely plants. Like in the middle, finally people didn't buy anything from the art prints. This is the second thing, I would say, the location within the store. But also the third thing is that IKEA is reputed for selling things cheap. And if you want to sell something that is traditionally valued as a very scarce, very special thing, like not a piece of furniture, but a piece of art that is more special, when you mass produce it cheap, then it becomes something like counterintuitive and not everybody can appreciate artworks of that, like $10 artworks sold millions, hundreds of thousands or millions in the world. It's not so unique, it's not so scarce, it's not so quality either. So finally people will not buy this piece because the value of IKEA, the perception of the brand is not aligned traditionally with the world of art or the value of artworks. As an artist, you can see and learn from the mistakes of IKEA. First of all, when you try to present artworks, choose premium materials like thicker frames or better quality canvas or printed on a high quality papers. Just try to go extra miles to guarantee the quality is premium so that the artwork is also valued at higher because the cost of the material and also the overall presentation is better. Secondly, try to present it in a location that is not in a messy location, of course, in a white wall, very well lit, very well presented, and ideally in a location that is only made to present those artworks. Like if you're doing open studio, maybe just have one section for show and one section for painting in process so that you don't mix the two, so it's not kind of messy everywhere. And last but not the least, try to make your brand as a brand for professional artists. Like if you are doing design works or doing photography for weddings, to separate your brand from your art brand so that you're not selling furniture and selling art prints like IKEA, so that you don't suffer from the reputation you have from another side of business. Last but not the least, I have a way to boost the value of your art immediately. Look at this. I just put a 50 € bill inside of this art frame. Just invest in your art so that it can be better. That's all for today. I'm very exhausted. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video.